My favorite character from the original is my dad, of course. People told me that I look like Mark, yes. And we actually have a lot of similar interests, which was funny to find out. I could relate to Zach's schemes completely. I think there's a constant nagging of trying to live up to my dad's schemes within the school of Bayside. Hi guys, I'm Mitchell Hoog, and I play Mac Morris on Saved by the Bell.
Bayside.
How would I describe Mac? I am the king of Bayside that has an abundance amount of privilege and pulls pranks to cure a luxurious boredom to gain attention. How familiar was I with the original? I actually wasn't very familiar. I knew about it, but I actually didn't even watch the original to prepare, just because, yes, this is a reboot, but it's completely different in a completely new world. It's almost a spin off the same story, but all new people and storylines, and Tracy, our writer, did a beautiful job of that. So I actually didn't familiarize myself with the original a lot. I thought the original Saved by the Bell was hilarious. Hilarious, like there's a reason that it did so well. I mean, each character was so distinctively, established within kind of the relationships of each of them. And I think that's what Tracy did with the new one as well, which is a beautiful thing. What appealed to me about telling a story was working with Tracy Wigfield, because the way she wrote it was brilliant. And also, I think due to my look, I do get a lot of different opportunities and roles to be, the privileged white male, and having a story where that's kind of exposed by other people coming in and showing me different ways. It was very attractive.
Why is everybody so rich?
The premise of the reboot is the original Bayside and kind of the bubble and the kids that live within it all are very privileged and are, comfortable in their own habitual patterns. And then new kids come in that are from a low-income school, and they kind of come in and pop the bubble of privilege and expose us to things that we didn't know about or things that we didn't even know existed. And we start to use our own privilege and kind of join hands with each other to help each other out and bring each other up. My favorite parts of filming were, there were so many. It's such a big ensemble that there were so many personal relationships and moments with the whole ensemble that I think just hanging out with when everybody was on set, from the old crew to the new crew, and we would all be sitting there just kind of talking through their old stories and how it relates to ours, and it was always fun to compare that.
You look amazing, and your hair's fire.
Working with Mark was great. He's such just a professional and wonderful person to work with. I mean, we have so many similar interests that in the beginning we just related on a personal level, and then kind of getting into work and him kind of telling me about, fame and how to deal with that, and kind of through the different years about what he's gone through and personal stories. It was just, it's a great relationship with him. Working with Elizabeth and Mario was fun every single time. Mario's just, as my mom would say, a hoot. He always is making us laugh and doing something on set that you didn't know that you could do. And then Elizabeth is just a sweetheart. She's like a mom. Why do people still love Saved by the Bell? Number one, I think because we all need something a little bit nostalgic right now to comfort us. I think that's why I'm really excited for people to see this new version of it, because it does still tie in, things from the original. And I also think it's just a show that included everybody, and it was one of the first series and shows back then that did include everybody in a very communal way.